So Samsung quietly changed the Galaxy S26 Ultra again. And some of these decisions make absolutely no sense. Because features we thought were exclusive and features we thought were shared suddenly aren't. And on top of that, Samsung is somehow getting record-breaking sales for the exact opposite reason they wanted. Yeah, we have a lot to talk about. So let's get into it. So first up, the camera hardware isn't changing. We already knew that. But the new 24-megapixel photo mode is coming to the entire S26 series. And we finally know how it works. And there's a huge catch nobody saw coming. Let me explain. Until now, if you wanted 24-megapixel images, you had to use Expert RAW. Samsung pushed it toward advanced users who know the nitty-gritty of camera settings. But casual shooters won't be able to use that feature. But now, 24-megapixel is coming directly to the main camera app. Sounds great, right? You have to manually download and enable it using the Samsung Camera Assistant app. After that, casual users will shoot in 24-megapixel by default. And according to Ice Universe, this 24-megapixel output actually looks better than S25 Ultra's Expert RAW. But here's the problem. This mode takes up to 3 seconds of background processing. No, this is not shutter lag. The shutter fires instantly. But you won't see the final processed image for a few seconds. So if you want fast results, you're still sticking to 12-megapixel. But if you don't want to compromise on quality, 24-megapixel will be the new go-to. And yes, this is Samsung finally catching up to Apple's 24-megapixel default available since the iPhone 15 Pro. So now you're probably thinking, okay, so my S25 Ultra will get this with One UI 8.5, right? And this is where Samsung pulls the plug. Ice Universe says the S25 hardware can absolutely run this mode, but Samsung is locking it to the S26 lineup anyway. And yes, this is Samsung being Samsung. If you want this feature, you're upgrading. End of story. Now let's move to something we thought was S26 Ultra exclusive, but it turns out Samsung had a twist planned. The privacy display. We saw in the One UI 8.5 leak how this feature will work. Early reports said only the Ultra would get it, but a leaker installed an internal One UI 8.5 build on the S25 Plus. And guess what? The feature showed up. So it's now confirmed for the S25 Plus and the S25 Ultra, which means the entire S26 lineup will probably get it too. And honestly, this is huge, because the S26 and S26 Plus barely have hardware changes. And this feature alone might convince people to upgrade. And no, you won't get this feature on older S25 models. That's an S26 series exclusive feature that depends on internal hardware changes rather than purely software. Now here's something unexpected. Normally, S-series sales drop hard this time of year. Samsung launches new phones every January, and that's never a surprise. But here's the twist. The S25 lineup is selling almost the same as launch month. And here's why. First, the discounts. That's pretty normal. Every year, older S models get discounted around this time. Which brings us to reason number 2, the S26 price hike. Samsung executives confirmed it themselves, and it's basically official in South Korea. And the third reason is the real kicker. The S26 and S26 Plus barely upgrade anything. So people are saying, why spend more for the same thing? Speaking of minimal upgrades, the S26 Plus just leaked on TUV listing. It has a 4,755 mAh rated battery, marketed as 4,900 mAh, and charging is unchanged at 45 watts. Only the standard S26 gets a 300 mAh bump, and only the Ultra finally jumps to 60-watt charging. While all 3 models get Qi 2.2 wireless charging upgrade, Samsung will unveil the S26 series on February 25th in San Francisco. And according to the latest leaks, release is expected globally around March 11th. But here's the part nobody expected. Samsung is upgrading one feature on the S26 Ultra after 7 years. And it's not exactly what we've thought about. Click right here to see that breakdown. This is TechTix, and I'll see you there.